Hey guys, Goddog here, and I actually want to start off today with some shoutouts. First off, I'll give a big shout out to X Troops X. He's been helping by basically on every single merch I've ever had, so it's been a great help with him. X Got Kills. X, he was my first duo partner in this merch, and he helped me greatly with this merch, so it's pretty cool. Later on, I had Hockey Man, JS, and Tinjin. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but they basically helped me finish the merch, finished it as a trial. Some other people I wanted to give a shout out. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be all of them, but there's at least 3 people I want to give a shout out. Revoked and Renreco, they helped me throughout the merch as well, buying out stock when there was dumps, as well as Gustavasa. He was holding some stock for me at the end, so that was pretty cool. Alright, so I'm actually joined here today with Hockey Man. So hey, Hockey Man.
Hey, what's up?
Not too much.
Hey, what's up?
So let's kind of get started into this merch, and let's talk about it a little bit.
All right, so how do we choose the item?
All right, so how do we choose the item?
I actually remember this pretty good. Like when I chose the item, it was actually one of me. If you guys remember my Pike merch, it was actually I was considering it actually for the big group merch, but after thinking about it, I thought it was gonna be really small, and actually I was right. And I actually started stocking up on it, and after a while, actually I had it bought out. It was only like 30,000 of them, and I was like, okay, so could be a potential merch. It wouldn't be a big profit merch, but it would be a decent merch. So kind of it was, I don't know, it was kind of me just going through the basically the database, and I just kind of found it basically at the same time as the Pike merch. So, and that's when I kind of asked Got Kills to come in, not because it was really that I needed him, but more as it would be more GE slots, and that's kind of even what we talked about, is that it wasn't for profit really at the beginning. It was more of just to see how far we can bring it, and so that's kind of where that happened. So let's move on now.
All right, how long did
we stock for, or you guys stock for at first?
We didn't stock for actually that long. Like I said, I stocked for a couple of days. I must have stocked maybe for 4 or 5 days. Got around 30,000. I was buying between 3 accounts. So then I asked Got Kills, and we stocked for probably another couple days. So probably 3 or 4 more days. We ended up having like 30,000 each, 40,000 each. I bought a little bit off some guy in the forums and stuff, and it wasn't very much. So I would say probably maybe like a week and a half total. It wasn't too much actually. It was also really tiny limit, so really we couldn't really, I don't know. It just didn't have a big enough stock as well at the beginning, so we didn't really need a stock for that long. Alright, next.
So when
and how did everyone else come into the merch other than myself?
Who was all part of this merch kind of thing?
Yeah.
So like I said, Got Kills. He came in right away at the beginning. I asked him in basically a couple days in just because I needed some more slots, and he was kind of interested. We did a couple merches together before, so really trustworthy guy. Later on, when free trade was announced, he wanted to get out, kind of thing, and I understood that because free trade means junk's gonna be gone. So he kind of wanted to dump right away, and I wanted to continue. So with that, he left, and then I found actually Hockey Man and Tinjin, or however you say his name, Tign. I don't know. I'm gonna say Tinjin. Anyways, and then I found those 2 guys for the trial. So you guys just helped me finish it basically, and get to where we are at.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So next.
Do we have any complications?
Throughout the merch?
Oh, actually, before we move on to that, actually, I was actually going to talk to you a little bit right now. So how did you actually, like? Was this your first merch, or?
Yeah, this was like my first legit merch.
Yeah, this was like my first legit merch, other than like the smoking nose ones, and those ones don't really help at all. Didn't ever help for me because I didn't know junk trading.
Well, yeah, because you got to learn how to junk trade and stuff. I mean, that's the main source. When you don't know how to junk trade, you lose a lot of cash because you end up holding a lot. So
yeah.
And did you like the
Yeah.
merch, or would you do it again if we could do it again, or?
Yeah, I would definitely do it again.
Yeah, I would definitely do it again. So far I've gained about 20 mil out of the 44 I invested, so that's pretty good for me. And I mean, I wasn't too worried about the merch most of the time. I mean, when I asked you questions, you were pretty straightforward with an answer, so I didn't really have too many
Yeah.
problems.
And how was I? How was I as like a leader? Is there anything you could? Is there anything I should do better, or was I all right, or what?
I mean, you were pretty.
I mean, you were pretty straightforward. I didn't really have any problems based on I kind of already knew how to buy out and all that. I just didn't know stocking wise and all that. So you kind of helped me on that. But I mean, you were pretty responsive. I could talk to you kind of any throughout the day. So.
Yeah. You didn't really have to stock too much anyways, because you were at the end there, and I ended up giving you 30 mil stock. And
yeah.
And I ended up buying 15 mil back
yeah.
at the end just today, so which is pretty good. So it kind of helps you. You made a little bit of cash. I mean, you got to junk trade a little bit there, but and you have any experience in junk trading, or how you gonna really? Do you still? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and junk trade them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and junk trade them. Junk trade the 130k lemons I have. Never really junk traded, so hopefully I can get some help on that. But I'm not looking for too much trouble because we do have about 10 days before WoW does come out. So.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if there's really anything else you want to throw anything else in there.
Not really.
Not really. I mean, unless you have anything.
There's not really any more questions I would really. I'm glad you liked the merch. I mean, I'm glad you enjoyed pretty much your first private merch. It sucks though that you you joined late. I mean, it would have been nice to join a little bit earlier. And I'm sure we could have got this to probably 1,000 or whatever, each. But because of the free trade, it makes it really hard. And we don't know what it's going to be worth. I mean, if lemons are worth a lot more in free trade, then that sucks that we get rid of them. But I doubt it's going to be. It's going to probably crash pretty hard. So it kind of sucks that you didn't get in. But I mean, at least you got see the last couple of weeks, see how our merch kind of goes. So I mean, and hopefully you'll get a little bit of junk trading experience. I know I'm going to be helping you a little bit while you're junk trading. So see if you get some good deals and stuff and such. But you gotta start somewhere, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good experience. Kind of made a little bit. I mean, when I first started making money, I bought my first Santa hat, kind of a thing. Should have probably kept that because it was 25 mil at the time, but kind of got screwed on that one.
Well, what can you do? Yeah. All right, so I guess we could just move on now. So back to your question about complications. I would say there's a couple complications in this merch. First off, the limit. The limit was 1,000 every 4 hours. So that was pretty bad in some cases. In these cases would have been when we got dumped on, basically. There was a couple times where we got dumped on. At the beginning there, we got dumped on a little bit. We tried to do a fake dump. Kind of failed, but then soon after that we got dumped on, but it wasn't too much. And then I would say the biggest one though was when free trade was released or whatever, or announced that it might come back. And we had a guy dump probably 120,000, so it was like a week of going downwards. So that kind of sucked as well. And then after that we had, every couple of days we had someone dump because it was getting closer to free trade. But after that, I mean, for the last week, we didn't have anyone dump, and so basically, I mean, just a couple dumps, I would say, is big. I mean, the biggest complications, you would say so, or yeah.
Wait, what was that?
See that I'm saying like that would be the biggest complications, right?
Yeah, like dumping, but I mean, I didn't have.
Yeah, like dumping, but I mean, I didn't have too much of a problem since I kind of joined in at last part of it. I mean, we had like one guy dump like 12k,
yeah, it only did take
which was pretty much nothing. So. Yeah.
So I guess, why do you think what was the reason you think we dumped it right now, or why we're dumping?
I mean, we were as soon as I kind of.
As soon as I kind of found out the Wild was actually going to be released February, I kind of went straight to you and was like, hey, are we going to dump soon? Because, you know, the Wild's coming out and I don't want that to, like, screw everything up. So we kind of got everyone together and kind of all agreed that we probably should end it just probably and give probably a week or so to junk trade, just so
Yeah,
we have time.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably.
I mean,
There's no really
main
other
reason.
reason, really. Like I said, we could have went a lot farther with this merch for sure. Like there was not enough. Like there wasn't very much selling. I was raising the item by myself like this last week by selling about around 5 to 10,000 sometimes. So making sure it updated. Other than that, really, there was no one. There was nothing else. Like no one really selling. Maybe 1,000 or 2,000 being sold a day. So it was tiny.
Yeah.
So I mean, other than that, I think that's why we really ended it. And so, what are you gonna use, or what are you gonna do to get rid of your stock?
I mean, like I said, I was probably just gonna junk trade it all.
Just learn kind of how to junk trade, get used to it, just in case we can be able. If there still is a way to trade doing out.
Yeah, so just do normal junk trades. I mean, I'd recommend probably doing 50-50s and stuff and 40-60s. Just getting items that you can trade in the GE or like sell in the GE for minimum. I mean, you'll lose a little bit there, but you'll probably end up with a profit of 10,000 or not 12, 10,000, 10 million or 12 million. So you still make a tiny little profit there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for huge.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking for a huge profit, but anything over my investment amount is good.
So anyways, so you said you made probably around 20 mil. Not too
I mean, how much do you know how much we made overall?
Yeah, I mean, how much do you know how much we made overall?
Like well, I would say I made personally probably 100 mil. I could show you my stock. I already bought the 15 mil off of Hockey, and then I bought 20 mil off of the other guy because I could give him 40 mil. So I gave Hockey 30 and I gave the other guy 40. That was just based on how much cash they had. So, but as you guys can see right now, I have 250 mil. Basically, like I said, so 35 mil was theirs. But I would say I made a tidy probably 100 mil total. But I did have someone else holding, so he made a little bit of profit. But I would say overall, I'd say we probably made a good 150 mil or so, maybe 200 mil.
Nice.
So I mean, as a group, we cleaned it up.
Nice.
We could have done better if the free trade wasn't coming back, of course.
Yeah, I mean, we could have kept that way longer.
Yeah, I mean, we could have kept that way longer, but...
Alright, so I think I'll just end this now. If that's alright with you?
Yeah, I mean...
And you have nothing else to say?
Yeah, I mean...
Just pretty much subscribe to Goddog's channel.
Just pretty much subscribe to Goddog's channel and...
Okay, cool. Alright, so guys, I will have a part 2 kind of this. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a junk trading tutorial. I know it's not going to help most of you guys, because it's really going to be, you guys really don't need it anymore. But for the people that do need it for the last week, I'll give you guys some tips and stuff to get rid of some of your junk, as well as be getting rid of my lemons. It'll be a quick little part 2 kind of this. Other than that, like Hockey said, rate, comment, subscribe. I'm hoping to get a lot more subscribers than I have. I think I have 110 right now, so it helps a lot for anyone that wants to subscribe to me. Thank you, and if you guys have any comments about the merch, I'm sorry that there was people that I know wanted to get into merches, and hopefully we can find something to do with the free trade, and we can do something as like a group kind of thing, and make some tidy profit. Other than that, thanks Hockey for joining me in this video today.
Yeah, definitely, anytime.
Alright, peace man.
Yeah, definitely, anytime.